Hey, what's up, guys? To all my guys and gals out there, all my pimps and pimpettes, how you doing today? Doing good myself. How was work? If you had work, if you didn't, you're about to go. I hope you have a good day. But yeah, we're back for another live episode of Jet TV. Today, we're going to be talking about King Von. I know I said in the last video, when we did little Dirk was going to do King Von next. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so we're going to be talking about a few things in this video. We're going to be talking about a little bit of his life. We're going to talk about some of his cases, his beef with NBA YoungBoy and QUANDO RHONDO. And we're also going to discuss a little bit about his murder and the video of it. So if there's kids watching this, please be advised that there will be some violence on there and it may not be appropriate for them. So please just mind your kids and don't allow them to see that, because that's traumatic for anybody to see. I mean, it still almost brings tears to my eyes the way he got hit. But life is life, death is death. Stuff like this happens all the time. But yeah, back to the point. So today we're going to discuss King Von and the O Block crew again. Yeah, I know I've been going in a big vicious circle between the NBA crew and this crew, and then a little bit of FBG Duck. But I really wanted to do King Von because he was, up and coming, one of my favorite artists out there. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, if you're on here, thanks to all my subscribers that subscribed to me so far. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me through all this work that I've been putting in. I've been trying to do 1 or 2 videos a day for you guys, just so you have some entertainment, so you have something to watch. And that way, you constantly have something from me. That way you're not bored and waiting for me. But yeah, just remember, hit that subscribe button before you even start the video so you can find my page. There's a link in the description box also if you have trouble finding it. And hit that thumbs up button. It helps out extremely a lot. Like, it helps get your video cited more. Like, they take your video off the top of the page eventually. But if you got all them likes on there, they keep them up because people are watching it and liking it. And also make sure you share my videos. That helps too. Share it on Facebook. I just started a TikTok. I got a Twitter account. I got my Twitter account's JetTV12, and my Instagram is JetTV_12, just like the other stuff. So you can also follow me on there if you want. But make sure you subscribe on YouTube. That way I can start getting monetized and I can do them giveaways for you guys. But all right, let's get started with King Von. Let me light this up real quick while I pull our page down here. Oh, drop the mic. Look at me. Caught me lacking, didn't it? All right, here we go, guys. So, I'm going to read along together. I'm going to cite my information. This is all coming from Wikipedia, just like the last time. It's the easiest way to find information about anybody or anything, okay? So, Dayvon Daquan Bennett, also known as AKA King Von, August 9th, 1994 was the year he was born, and the year he died was November 6th, 2020. It hasn't even been a full 2 years yet. Rest in peace, King Von. We all loved you, man. You was going to be great. Known professionally as King Von, was an American rapper from Chicago, Illinois. He was signed to Little Dirk's record label, Only the Family, and Empire Distribution. So a picture of him to the right with a little bit of information, Chicago, Illinois, the year that he was born, the day he died, the cause of death, the homicide, gunshot wound, which it's actually not even considered homicide because they said it was self-defense and they let him off. So I don't even know why that still says homicide. Let's read a little bit about his early life. Bennett was born on August 9th, 1994 in Chicago, Illinois. He had 6.5 siblings. Wow, he's got a big family like I do. I got 9 siblings. Damn, boy, your dad was working, wasn't he? From his father, Walter E. Bennett, and 3 siblings from his mother, Taisha. He was raised mostly by his mother, as his father was in and out of his life due to his incarcerations. When Von was 11 years old, his father was killed by gunfire. And from what I hear, his father was like a top-notch gangster and one of the most known gangsters in Chicago at the time. Von would later pay tribute to his father in multiple songs, notably in the song Exposing Me. At age 16, Von went to jail for the first time. This would only be the beginning of his long history of legal troubles. In 2014, he was arrested in connection with a shooting where one person named Malcolm Stuckey was killed and 2 others injured. He was eventually acquitted of all charges. Subsequently, he began focusing on his music career, collaborating with Lil Durk before his arrest for the charges. Vaughn attended South Suburban College in South Holland, Illinois, and earned some college credits. He earned his GED while being in juvenile. During this time, he also joined the Black Disciple Street Gang. Damn, so Vaughn wasn't dumb, y'all. This man went to college. Hell yeah. Props to Vaughn. Respect. See, to all these little kids out here that think it's cool to be gangster and you think you don't have to finish school or whatever, that you should drop out because that's what all the gangsters doing. It's been proven that most of these people that's live with music and stuff and gangsters, they still got college degrees. They're still brilliant. You don't have to be ignorant to be a gangster. You could be a smart gangster too. Think about that a little bit while we resonate with this story here. All right, let's go on. We're going to move on to his career. After fellow rapper Lil Durk signed King Von to his Only the Family, originally known as Only Trey Folks label, Von released a single Crazy Story, which was a fucking hit. I still listen to it. On December 6, 2018, and it became his breakout single. On Valentine's Day 2019, Von's girlfriend, rapper Asian Doll, released a music video for her track about the artist's grandson in which Von appeared. I like that song too. It was a hit. I mean, this man had more hits in succession that it was just freaking ridiculous. But let's get back to this. In May 2019, Crazy Story 2.0 featuring Lil Durk was released, and subsequent music video was later released on May 20th, 2021. So he basically got real fucking big in 1 year, and then the tragedy happened. I mean, that's crazy, like how much he blew up. We'll get into that a little bit later because I have mixed feelings about all of that, but we'll get into that later. And it peaked at number 4 on the bubbling Under Hot 100 chart. On September 13, 2019, a third rendition of the single called Crazy Story Part 3 was released. On July 9, 2019, Lil Durk and King Von released their collaborative single Like That. On September 2nd, 2019, Von released the single What It's Like. So, yeah, he's got a whole bunch of singles that he released. Let's move on. His personal life. Bennett allegedly had 3 children, 1 boy, Dayvon Bennett II, and 2 girls, True Nevaeh and Demi Rowe. He was in an on and off relationship with Texas rapper Asian Doll, but the two were reportedly not in a relationship at the time of his death. I don't see what that's got to do with anything. It hurt her feelings when he died, so that's all that matters. She actually cared about the man. We're going to move on to his legal issues. On November 21st, 2012, Bennett was arrested and booked in Cook County Jail for unlawful possession of a firearm. On July 24th, and he must have been 14 years old when that happened, 13. On July 24th, 2014, Bennett was arrested in connection with the shooting in May 2014, resulting in the death of Malcolm Stuckey and the injury of 2 other men. Bennett was charged with 1 count of murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. The shooting took place at 5700 South LaSalle Street in Inglewood, Chicago. After witnesses failed to testify in 2017, the charges were dropped. He beat that case. He kept his mouth shut. And that's why he always says that in the song. He kept his mouth shut for 2.5 years. Then 2.5 fucking years. And since nobody showed up, he was cleared of all charges. Ain't that beautiful? I mean, 2.5 years of your life being gone sucks ass. I know that. He probably lost a lot while he was in there. But, I mean, that's better than losing a life sentence. I'll tell you that much. In June 2019, Bennett and Lil Durk, real name Durk Bands, were arrested in connection with the shooting in Atlanta. Bennett, along with his co-defendant Banks, appeared before a judge in Fulton County courtroom. For a probable cause hearing, prosecutors claimed that 2 men robbed and shot a man outside a popular Atlanta drive-in on February 5th, 2019. After weeks in jail, the 2 rappers was released on a $250,000, $300,000 bond, respectively. Okay, let's continue on. In July 21st, the Chicago police released documents concluding that Bennett was responsible for killing of Gangster Disciples member and serial killer Gakara K.I. Barnes in April 2014, but were unable to prosecute him due to inconsistencies in witness statements. Man, he got lucky there too, didn't he? Got off. We're going to come back to this part of the article in a minute, but right now I want to bring up something else real quick. All right, let's lower this for a second. Bring it back to me. Blow it back up. All right, so you know with King Von, he had all these cases going on, stuff with Lil Durk, you know, and this is before his beef with Quando escalated to the point where he was shot. From my understanding, the beef didn't even originally start with Quando Rondo and King Von. It started with King Von and NBA YoungBoy, and then Quando Rondo somehow got mixed up into it. And now the beef ain't even between Quando Rondo and anybody. Lil Tim's the one that shot him, and he's not even, nobody talks about him either. It's about NBA YoungBoy and Little Durk. I think they're doing it for clout, man, to get more people, you know, into this beef so they can get them numbers. I mean, I ain't mad at them. They're rich as fuck. They can do what they want to do. They're grown men, but like, you know, using somebody's death to blow up like that, I think that's kind of fucked up. That's me personally. Tell me what you guys think in the comments section. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the Quando Rondo beef, okay, guys? So let me pull this up real quick. It's an article. It's online. It's by Distractify. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. Right next to full screen. Back here. We'll go over this together. All right. The beef of Quando Rondo and King Von led to King Von's death. So let's scroll down a little bit. Chicago-based rapper King Von has passed away at the age of 26 with a shootout between him and fellow rapper Quando Rondo being cited as the reason for his death. It's unclear whether King Von was shot by Quando Rondo and his group or by the Atlanta Police Department when they arrived at the scene of the shootout. What? There was no police in the video. I got the video. We're going to watch the video, okay, guys? So we'll get the real fucking footage. So don't worry about that. That right there sounds like bullcrap. However, it is believed that there had to be some sort of beef between King Von and Quando Rondo for things to get this out of the hand. You know, there's a video of King Von and Quando Rondo hanging out, partying and shit, and them being like friends. And I don't understand how this beef escalated this far to where somebody gets shot and killed. I don't understand it. I mean, they seem like they were friends, genuinely friends. And I mean, you guys can pull up the video yourself. I didn't pull it up ahead of time, so I'm not going to pull it up in this video. I just wanted to hit the main points. As more information continues to surface about what actually happened on the evening of November 5th outside Atlanta Club of Monaco Hookah Lounge, it's still pretty unclear as to why this happened to begin with. King Von and Quando Rondo might have had a beef between them. While it's nearly impossible to figure out if King Von and Quando Rondo had a beef of their own, they clearly ran into two different circles. King Von was signed with rapper Lil Durk, and Quando Rondo recently signed with NBA YoungBoy. Because they were so close to these more experienced rappers, it's possible that the beef between King Von and Quando Rondo was actually tied to the relationships with Durk and NBA YoungBoy. That makes perfect sense. Because that's how it starts. They get you in there and you become a part of the label and you feel like you owe them. And they're like, hey, I put you on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you see this motherfucker, murky mouth. And they'll do that because motherfuckers is loyal. They're loyal to the wrong person, honestly, I think. But motherfuckers is loyal in the streets when it comes to somebody putting them on and giving them a plate of food to eat. You know what I'm saying? And money, and they got to worry about their kids having diapers and shit. I mean, it's true. Like, especially when you come from the hood or you come from jail and you ain't had a dollar in your pocket and you're used to eating McDonald's fucking breakfast sandwiches or whatever the case may be. And now you're eating juicy steak and lobster tails and shit like that. Let's continue. Some believe King Von did have a beef with YoungBoy NBA. The most glaring possible beef between King Von and Quando Rondo's mentor, YoungBoy NBA, is that King Von posted pictures hanging out with YoungBoy's ex-girlfriend. See, that right there is how the beef started originally. With Janaya, King Von insisted that they were only making music together, but still stirred up some drama between the two rappers. Because NBA YoungBoy said, leave baby mama alone. I mean, I don't blame him. I don't want nobody fucking with my baby mama. However, on November 5th, King Von confirmed that he did not have any beef with YoungBoy NBA. Why'd they say it like that? It's NBA YoungBoy, isn't it? I don't know. He says in his video, ain't no rap beef and ain't no real beef. Unless somebody got shot or something, he got shot. Please forgive me. Maybe Quando Rondo and his crew saw that as a challenge and they wanted to defend YoungBoy's honor, but King Von insisted there was no beef to begin with. All right. So, tell me what you guys think about that. I mean, you know, like, I mean, what's your opinions? To me, it sounds like all this started over a stupid ass girl. No offense to NBA YoungBoy and his girl, but I mean just like a stupid incident with a girl. And you know, she was out doing music videos with him, and regardless if he was trying to get on or not, I mean, if they're broke up, what the fuck does it matter? All this over a woman. You know, women are beautiful and everything, and they're great, but are they worth murdering somebody over? I don't know. I don't think so. I hope you guys, most of y'all don't think so. But look, we're going to watch the video of King Von getting, this is very, very deep video right here. If you have children, please do not let them see this, okay? Oh, crap. I'm going to expand it to full size for you guys, okay? Don't let the kids watch this. This is the actual video. And I'm going to go piece by piece with you guys in this video and break it down and tell you what I think about it, because a lot of people had misconceptions about this video, and I did myself when I first saw it. So here we go. You see him right there hitting, bottom of the screen, then 2 shots. Did you see it? He ran behind the white car. He got hit in the leg. And you see QUANDO RHONDO over there with King Von. Now, what does that look like to you? Does it look like he's still trying to attack him? Does it look like he's trying to take his chain? What does it look like? Well, here, let me pause it. I want to pause it on a part for you so I can show you something. If you look right here where I paused it at, you can see his hand on his chest and his arm behind his head and under his left shoulder. He's trying to literally pick this man up and get him help. So, I mean, if this was a beef and he just got shot, why the hell was QUANDO RHONDO trying to help him? Because they were friends and QUANDO RHONDO really cared. I mean, that's the way I look at it. And no wonder why they said it was self-defense. Because look at this video, man. It just proves that he didn't want him to die. He tried to help him. But you know what makes this worse? And I'm just going to let this carry on. Here you go. Let's play this video out. He's over here trying to help him get to the car. Look who comes up on him. MUWOPP. Hits him. Bam. All he was trying to do was help his ass. MUWOPP hits him. And once he realized that it wasn't even safe for him to even try to help no more, he just backed off. You see that? See, man, that right there makes me think the O Block crew set Von up for real, because I mean, honestly, if a man's trying to help another guy on the ground like that, why in the fuck would you hit him? Why wouldn't you just pick your dude up, get him in the car, get him to the hospital? There's no telling how long it took him to get him to the hospital. Did not one of them take off their shirt and try to cover up his wounds? Did not one of them call the ambulance? Did not one of them even look, they drag him to the car. Watch. They drag him to the car. They didn't pick him up. They're dragging him to the car. Look, he's trying to stand up, and they're dragging him like a fucking dead body. Look at him. This is so graphic. I apologize to everybody about this. It's hard to watch even now after I've seen it a few times. But it is crazy, you know. Let's lower this. But yeah, what do you guys think about that part right there? You know, like, honestly, what do you think about that? To me, like, I think a lot of this got blew out of proportion, and the whole beef with Lil Tim and QUANDO RHONDO. I mean, they was defending themselves, and DURK is trying to get clout off of King Von. Like, look how much bigger he's gotten since King Von died. And I know everybody talks about the fucking Illuminati and everything, about people sacrificing their peoples just to get big, and that's kind of what it seems like to me too. I don't know about you. Lil Durk just happened to be in trouble with him. There was charges pending. He wasn't around. King Von didn't have his usual people around. And MUWOPP allowed him to go do this. In a local place, allowed him to go fucking fight somebody. I know he's a grown man. You can't stop him, but you could have talked him down. You could have delayed this shit. You could have stalled him out. Be a real friend and have your dudes back. But he didn't. Sad, really, it's sad. But yeah, let's continue. we're gonna talk a little bit about his supposed. You know, we're gonna remember King Von. All you need to know about Lil Durk's protege. All right, this is another online article, so I don't know how accurate this stuff is, but we're just going to read a little bit of it. 7 days, Chicago rapper King Von released his critically acclaimed. Yeah, we're not even going to read that one. We're just going to go on to the KI thing. Him and KI had beef for years. They used to fight, and you remember, like, they'd be talking about the text messages between him and her and how he's always hitting on her and stuff because he was trying to set her up because she killed his boy, Odie Perry. Took his gun, had pictures on Facebook or whatever. I believe it was Odie Perry, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time he was trying to get back at her. Even when he was in jail, he was trolling her from jail on his Facebook. Like, had his sister doing it and everything. Goofy motherfucker, but he was trying to set her up. But yeah. For those of you who don't know who KI is, you can look her up on YouTube. I'll do a video about her here soon too. You know, she may not be a rapper, but she's still part of the Chicago scene, so I'm gonna do it. Let's get on this article. You see King Von there in the picture. King Von killed notorious teenage gangster Daquan Barnes, says police report. Let's scroll down. King Von named the killer of one of Chicago's most infamous teenage gangsters, Daquan Barnes, according to newly released documents. The Chicago Police Department has finally released its report on the murder of notorious teenage gangster Daquan Barnes, also known as K.I., a.k.a., and has named the late rapper King Von as her killer. I wonder how they got that information. Like, somebody snitched on him because he was already dead, so... Like, now nobody else is going to have to worry about getting hit with that charge because there was supposed to be 3 men there that shot her, not just one. 3. So now they can blame him for it. 2 people get off. It's fucking, I don't know if that's O Block's doing, or I don't know what it is, but that's crazy, man. Putting your homie out like that after his death. He can't even defend himself. It's sad. Barnes was reportedly a member of the Gangster Disciples and was alleged to have killed more than a dozen people by the time of her death. 12 people. She started when she was 13. By the time she was 17, she had killed 12 people. Crazy. That girl was a mobster. Straight gangster, killer, gangster. She was only 17 years old, man. 17. According to police reports, she was shot 9 times by a hooded figure while hanging out. There have been many rumors about the death of Barnes, as speculations were rife as to the motive for her killing and who might have done it. A report by the Chicago Police Department showed that one day Barnes was killed, April 11, 2014. 2 other persons were also killed. Police listed Barnes as having a gang affiliation to Gangster Disciples St. Lawrence Boys. She died from a fatal gunshot wound to the neck. She got shot more than once, but the neck is the one they're saying is what killed her. At the time, the police report showed that King Von, whose real name is Dayvon Bennett, was arrested as a suspect on July 22, 2014, and was charged on July 23, 2014. He was listed with rival gang affiliation of Black Disciples Whole Black. You know, as much bad shit as Von did, at least he was smart enough to keep his fucking mouth shut and not brag about the shit. Because, I mean, he beat a lot of his cases. So, I mean, that just tells you that he's smart enough to not fucking open his lips. According to recollections online, Barnes was shot by a hooded figure. The police document released contained details from witnesses who named King Von as Barnes' killer. I mean, they just knew it was King Von. An unknown M1 wearing gray hoodie and blue jeans approached the victim, an M1. The unknown offender then produced a handgun and began firing in the direction of the victim, striking all 3. See, yeah, 3 victims. The unknown offender then was observed entering an unknown vehicle, making good his escape, the document said. The witness statement also went on to name Bennett as Barnes' killer. The investigation revealed that the victim was killed by Dayvon Bennett. Here's a photo of Gakira. She looked like she would kill a motherfucker, don't she? Straight gangster. The report went on to say Bennett was positively identified as the offender in the incident, but a review by the CCSAO found that the police were unable to meet the burden of proof in court, and so charges was rejected because of the lack of strong evidence to convict Bennett. They're always trying to get a motherfucker up in Chicago, ain't they? Like, That's their thing up there. Get rappers off the street. The report also said that Bennett was also charged for first-degree murder in another incident on May 29, 2014, where he shot and killed Malcolm Stuckey. It's unclear if the two murders are connected. However, Chicago natives have taken to social media to discuss the latest news, with some sharing some wild theories, which also include information that Barnes and Bennett were involved sexually in spite of being ops to each other. They were not involved sexually. Get the fuck out of here. They just don't roll like that. GDs and BDs don't roll like that. After you kill a homie and they kill a homie, there's no kissing and fucking and making up. So that's just false testimony right there. Bennett King Von, who has developed a reputation in Chicago as the soft-spoken assassin, was shot and killed outside of a nightclub in Atlanta in fall of 2020 following a dispute with rapper QUANDO RHONDO. Meanwhile, the documents are said to be public information released by fans on Reddit who requested the documents. The docs were not officially released by the Chicago Police Department. So, yeah, we're done with that. So, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section. I don't care what it's about. Just post a comment. Let me know what you think. I'll get back with you. But I mean, I think it's crazy, like how all this stuff played up. Like he got out of jail, got big, and when Lil Durk got in trouble, and all this bullshit with NBA YoungBoy, then QUANDO RHONDO, and then after he got in trouble with Lil Durk, he ends up getting killed by somebody that he used to hang out with, you know, his friend. And then all these charges are popping up saying that he killed people. So it's like somebody planned this out. I wonder if Lil Durk's going to try to blame him for the other bullshit that was going on, you know, because they wasn't even supposed to be around each other when he got shot. That's why they say Lil Durk wasn't there. But I call bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Because he says, they tell me I can't be around no gang members. I go everywhere with my killers. I mean, what was Von special or something? I mean, that's bullshit. But yeah. You guys made it this far in the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, please. I do need you. Trying to hit that 1,000 mark. When I do, I'll start doing the giveaways. But yeah, make sure you like them videos too and share them. It gets me out there. It gets me a long, long way. But thanks, guys. We're going to end this here. I love you guys. I'm glad you're here with me. And to everybody that's got work tonight, have a good day at work. Make sure you're safe. Make sure you get 8 hours of sleep. It's always good to get 8 hours of rest. And just keep it real. Be 100 every day. Be safe. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one, all right? Here's that thumbs up that I was telling you about, all right? Make sure you hit that shit. Don't leave me hanging on the thumbs up and the subscribes. I'm just fucking with you. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.